Hi, it's Louisa Zakis. Thanks for joining us for another one of our weekly videos. Another topic on breakfast today. Now, breakfast is yummy often, especially when it's pancakes. I know my kids like pancakes, and we found a couple ways to do some different healthy pancakes around here. So the traditional pancakes, I'm sure you know, often starts with something like Bisquick. So we use different grains here to help still taste good and yet be healthy. What we're gonna do is, I do a variety of things, depends on who's eating them. You can just do oats. If you want to just do oats as your grain, that works totally fine. I put it in the Vitamix and then it stirs it pretty quickly. This time I'm going to use half einkorn flour, which is the ancient wheat, which is good for you. And then also I'm going to use some quinoa flour. So that's going to be a good combination in there. All quinoa is a little strong. Buckwheat flour is also a really good option. So all quinoa flour is pretty strong. So I'm going to do, the recipe calls for 1.5, so I'm going to do just one of the quinoa, and I'm going to do a whole cup of the einkorn wheat, which is a little harder to find, but definitely Amazon, Whole Foods, things like that have some. So we do like the einkorn wheat. People that are sensitive to wheat can sometimes have einkorn wheat, which is a real blessing because it's exactly like wheat, the same texture, same mix. So we got 1.5 cups flour. The other thing to do is when you have, especially when you have raw milk that goes rancid, a perfect time to make pancakes. Now we need 1 3/4 cups of 1, 2, 3. I'm a bit of a guesser of raw milk, but other milks work fine too. Coconut milk, almond milk. So we got their almond milk, but yes, you can do other milks. And then we need some good olive oil. Use quality stuff. Don't even think about the vegetable oil. We're gonna do 2 tablespoons. And then just a teaspoon of vanilla. We're gonna start with this. As you can see, all very decent ingredients going in here already. Start it up. Just takes a minute here. Vitamix is a wonderful thing. Add 1 quality egg. You want a brown egg. You want an egg that's thick shell, nice yellow yolk. Adds the health of the pancakes. So put that in and turn the Vitamix back on. Mix it up quickly. Okay. Next, what we do next is wipe our hands. And then what we're gonna need is some baking powder. It's actually 2 teaspoons. Again, you have all the ingredients available, not hard. 1 teaspoon baking soda. Baking powder, when you buy it, buy non-aluminum. Be sure to look for that. And then a good salt. I have a Himalayan sea salt here, which is good. Don't forget the salt, it helps. Okay, pretty much that's it. It doesn't have to be done in the Vitamix, but it's so much easier for me. Okay, my pan's warming up. And while it's warming up, you really do need to let this rise just for a couple minutes, not long. And I'm gonna transfer it because otherwise it gets sticky in this Vitamix. So I'm gonna put most of it in here. Oh, let it rise. And then I'm gonna transfer it, and then I'm going to put them on my stove. There we go. We have our pancakes, and we have our plate. And see how nice and fluffy they are? You need to let it wait and rise, don't forget about that. And we have a much healthier breakfast than the average pancake, certainly not any kind of drive-through. And don't forget, always do a real maple syrup. No such thing as Aunt Jemima syrup because it's not really real. And if it opens, it really helps. Anyway, get a real maple syrup, put on your pancakes, put some butter on it because butter's good for you too. Thanks, I hope you enjoyed. Go make some good pancakes for the family.